Good evening, all, and welcome to the episode 1 of Mathematical Morality. This is the series inspired by the paper on science's morality, where we're going to take a look at various mathematical and scientific ideas and see how they connect to moral theory from a philosophical standpoint that is empirically based. For those of you who will be interested in looking at the original paper on which this series is based, you'll find the link in the description below. And anyway, let's get started. So today's episode is actually reflected by a question that was posted by a professor from the University of Maryland and was exposed courtesy of Presh Telwalkar from the channel Mind Your Decisions. To set up the model, you have an opportunity to earn extra points on this exam. Select whether you want 2 points or 6 points. But there's a small catch. If more than 10% of the class picks 6 points, then no one gets any points. Only I will see your selection. It will be anonymous to the rest of the class. Now, the game theory, basically they ask whether or not you should pick 2 points or whether you should pick 6 points from a more rational standpoint. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Basically, they propose in this video that your pick should be basically, well, let's take a look at the actual values. If greater than 10% pick 6.2 at 6 points, you get nothing. And if you pick 2 points, you get 2 points. And if less than 10% gets picked up, then you pick 6 points and you get 6 points. And let's see if so picking 6 is logical apparently. And where are we here? Yes, if you pick 2 points, you get 2 points. But if equals 10%, if you pick 2, you get 2. And if you pick 6, you get nothing. So everyone keeps saying that no matter what, Presh Telwalkar says that the correct response in every circumstance is picking 6, especially considering that grading happens on a curve. So you will still want to pick 6 points either way. So this way you get 4 extra points. Now here's the funny part. The bulk of people will make this decision and then pick up and we'll pick, and the less than 10% picking 6 is logical. It's a weakly dominant strategy. But of course more than 10% of people pick the 6 points and nobody gets any points. And let's see what Presh Telwalkar had to say about this. Let me turn up my volume here so you can actually hear in full form. Oh, it's up.
The group outcome sort of says, oh, you pick 6, you're selfish. But that's not really the case. I think it should be your decision to pick 6, and that's the logical thing to do.
He also said in this video a little bit earlier that this whole question was rigged. Presh Telwalkar misses the fundamental point about what this exercise is for. The exercise is not intended to be necessarily a case of it rigging a system to oppress the students, but this may actually be a very useful analogy for a much greater argument of people trying to game the system in societies. There was a paper done back in 2014 called Human and Nature Dynamics, the Handy model, which basically took a look at the collapse of previous societies, the Roman Empire, the Chinese Empire, etc. In their abstract, they found 2 major important things. The first major aspect of why societies fell was overexploitation of resources and increased economic stratification. This basically means that everyone was collectively working towards a given society. Everyone was trying to pick the lesser points, so this way the system was still usable. But a number of people tried to game the system. Basically, the rich got too rich. They tried to take too much out of the system, and everyone tried to overstretch what the economic or the ecological resources were, and the society collapsed. And given the fact that we are in a current, currently in a overexploitation of either labor or nature results in a societal collapse. Given the fact that we are currently in a system where we have a large number of people who are attempting to game the system far more by trying to exploit more resources than are available, it is possible that we might be facing a collapse. So to go back to this video idea, if this particular system is rigged and picking 6 is the correct logical choice, then perhaps game theory is failing to understand that rationality is not necessarily about individual rationality, but individual rationality in conjunction with societal rationality. As in, how long are you going to survive how long are you going to be able to survive if the society that is supporting you collapses? Maybe true rationality actually goes for the pick 2 scenario, not for the pick 6, because of the fact that you are trying to support the society you are living in, and you will get extra points either way, but this way you don't game the system. You don't game the system because you know that others are likely to game the system and collapse the whole bloody thing, and nobody gets extra points. Anyway, this is just some food for thought. This has been episode 1 of Mathematical Morality. Please feel free to check out the link to the original video and the handy model and my paper in the description below. And see you next week, assuming I can keep Mondays as a regular upload time.